Hi, I'm Brian Lally. I'm the union rep for PSU-AAUP, and I'm here today to talk about subjects of bargaining. So there are three subjects of bargaining: mandatory, permissive, and illegal. I'll talk about illegal first because it's pretty simple, pretty direct. You cannot bring a proposal to the bargaining table that would violate state or federal law. For example, a proposal that says no PSU employee may be promoted after the age of 50. That would be discriminatory based on age, and so that would be illegal. Same thing for any kind of proposal around religion, gender, things like that. Any kind of discriminatory things would be illegal proposals and therefore not allowed. Now, this very rarely happens, but I just thought I'd bring it up because it does exist. That leaves us with mandatory and permissive subjects. A mandatory subject is one that if one party brings it to the table, the other must discuss it with them. They don't have to agree, but they have to have some kind of meaningful discussion around the proposal. A permissive subject is one that does not have to be discussed. So if the union brought forward a proposal on a permissive topic, PSU could ignore it, pretend like it doesn't even exist. Now, they can voluntarily decide to have discussion around it and maybe even agree on something, but they don't have to. So what are these mandatory and permissive subjects? What do they look like? Well, mandatory subjects fall under three main categories: wages, how much you earn; hours, your FTE more or less; and working conditions. Now, working conditions is a pretty broad term. It seems like it could apply to everything involved in your job. But over the years, the courts have interpreted working conditions to mean some things, but not others. So anything that has financial value is probably going to be a mandatory subject. So not just wages, but things like sick leave, vacation time, training pay, longevity pay. These types of things are mandatory. They've got to be discussed. Healthcare, another thing that's got financial value. But there are other subjects that don't have financial value but are mandatory topics: the grievance process, the disciplinary process, health and safety rules, layoff and recall, probationary periods, promotions, workload, seniority. All these things are mandatory subjects. So any proposal involving those things that's brought to the table has to be discussed. Permissive subjects, they're a little more slippery, but they typically are things that are under management's purview. For example, if the union brought forward a proposal saying, we demand that management train their supervisors in A, B, and C. Well, that's a permissive subject because the training of managers is administration's purview, not ours. We don't represent the managers. So that's not something we have a say in. The board of trustees, we can't require them to only have certain people on the board or have certain requirements for those on the board because that's their purview. One caveat I do want to remind you of, though, is under state law, when you're in bargaining, you have to bargain in good faith. What does that mean? Good faith bargaining means the parties have to simply sit together and meet and discuss proposals. It doesn't mean they have to agree. So if management says no, no, no to all our proposals, that's not bad faith bargaining. That's good faith bargaining because they're sitting down and meeting with us and having conversation, but they're just not agreeing to what we want. By the same token, we can refuse to agree to things they bring to the table. We can say no to them all day long too, and it's still good faith bargaining. So just be aware of that little piece. I hope this was helpful, and we'll be following this up with more videos. Have a great day.